Well, it goes to show you how vindictive. Hello folks, this is Blavic Shade Floral 226 coming at you, and I'm starting a new vlog tonight. So this is still the same day, and I just came from watching a Disney movie, and I just wanted to discuss some things with you, including just some ideas of what it's like being in theater, working there. Only because it was a movie that I hadn't seen in theaters, and I had been that young when I saw it. So I'm gonna talk to you about that. Right now, I'm watching Rugrats on TV. Earlier before that, I was watching Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron on digital TV. I watched the movie and got to thinking as I went along. I think the movie scenes are fleeting, and I wish the horses spoke to each other and that the movie had a standard plot instead of a fleeting one. I only say that because in scenes where the horses were excessively neighing, and um, they would do that and express their feelings, I feel more that speech would have been a much better conveyance. There is the Indian peoples in the movie who I felt weren't revealed enough nor pictured enough to get the story going. I realized that we are not introduced to them. The name of the captured Indian at the start of the movie's name um, is not revealed to us, nor are the Indians introduced to the scene where they tame Spirit, which is the horse's name, are introduced. I find myself questioning where his name is from, who named the stallion Spirit, and why. And why isn't that revealed within the story? Why not have the Indian that fails to name him in story name his stallion, since he took the trouble to try taming him? It didn't feel like a complete story. And while watching it, even though it is years later since I first seen it, um, I felt that it lacked storytelling quality and could have used more work than what they actually have to finished movie product. So right now I'm watching Nickelodeon cartoons on digital TV, but when I watched Spirit um, to the movie's end, I felt disappointed slightly. I wanted more bold storytelling and lots of speaking scenes. I miss independent movies and their storytelling, to be honest. And honestly, I like a good coffee and diner indie flick. Not as a scene in movie, because I know that that scene has been represented in a lot of film, but more like as the fuel that drove the real to life writers who dreamed the movie story. I've always wanted a job working in a theater. I just hadn't been successfully hired to work there, is all. And methinks and suspect that it is in actuality hard to get hired within this sort of occupation. It's like going to a modeling go-see after getting your headshot looked at for a modeling gig. And honestly, they are picky about who they hire. I'm talking about um, the the theater, the heads who own the theater and its market. They're picky about who they hire and are looking for the most bright and youthful person they find wanting to work for them. When I first saw Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, it was on VHS and not in theaters. Had I seen it, I would have been, it would have been like The Lion King. That one I did see in theaters with my cousin and family. So working in theaters are for the young, sexy, and reckless. Applying if enrolled in college is a foot in the door, and I still think that's quite sexy because college is the floodgate that leads to dating, and that's a scene that I could use without question. I am accustomed to being single, but I keep my humility and sense of humor from getting bleak about not commonly dating. By speaking negative, by not speaking negatively about my place. Movies sort of substitute that affection, but I don't stoop to miss an extension of friendship if the opportunity arises. So, those are my thoughts about the Disney movie. I feel like they just took it too easy with the movie because it seems like such a smooth, simple flick. I wish they conceived its plot more. I wish they conceived its plot more. So, yeah, there it is. I'm so glad I've discussed it and that I didn't let it slip out of my mind before I've had a chance to vlog. So, I will meet and discuss again. So, I say like, comment, and share. And while you're at it, subscribe too. And I'll come back at you with more. Till then, adieu.